I'm in love with Envy's mom. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. We have a random synergy video here, folks, and I've done one on Nest and Traya before, and, I want to start getting back into these cool videos, though. The random synergies between characters, we've kind of taken a little break on those, but I do want to get back into them, and I have a fresh, new, cool example. They beat Maul, folks. They beat Maul for very consistent okay banners. This isn't always something you're going to want to use, but I mean, it just seems so unlikely. Like Traya and Nest, like one is a crone who will literally betray ya, and the other is a babe who was a rebel before it was cool. Like she literally can't have the rebel tag because they hadn't invented it yet, is how crazy she is. And the two of them work really well together. It doesn't seem like it though. Light side versus dark side, they're totally different everything from each other, and yet they work just as well as peas and carrots, except I've always hated that analogy because no one likes peas. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna work. It seems infeasible. Oh my gosh, let's go. Whoa, we're in the game. Alright, folks, we've got Darth Traya here, and she's got one hand, 3 lightsabers. Just seems a little lopsided, but she's got a lot of stuff that works nicely for her. The only thing that we care about, though, is her leadership in this case, because her leadership, even if someone dies, unless the leadership specifically states it, like in Darth Vader's case, it says like until he's dead, this thing happens, then the leadership effect remains. That's as opposed to something in a character's unique. And so the big thing for this is she does a lot of different things for Sith allies, but the thing is she also affects your opponent's characters, which is a really important distinction. When an enemy uses an ability outside of their turn, they take damage equal to 35% of their max health. This damage can't defeat them, blah blah blah. And so 35% of their max health. And so the example would be like Geos. Everyone's attacking out of turn, right? Or rebels. Everyone is countering or assisting each other. Or with the Mothra team, I guess they're rebels as well. Imperial troopers, the list goes on. We live in an age of counters, which is something that makes Boosh and her abilities pretty strong, actually, guys. Not being able to attack out of turn. But Traya is the one who punishes you for that, and Traya is not going to survive most of these fights, frankly. It's going to be Nest who cleans it up, because Nest survives a long time, but that leadership is pervasive. It remains. It's perpetual. It's per something, profundity. No, that's the wrong thing. It's totally not that. However, we have Nest here, where she does a lot of cool stuff too. The big important thing here, guys, is she's basically immune to a ton of little hits. Like Whistling Birds does 20 hits. Do 20 hits to her. Doesn't kill her, right? If she gets 13 hits from Rolo, and it doesn't kill her because every time she gets a hit, she takes a hit, she immediately gains 40% bonus protection, and then the next time she gains 80% bonus protection, and then she gains 120%, 160%, it just keeps going until she takes a turn, then it's reset. And so the only things that really take her out are things that mess with her ability to heal. You can also be derailed by stuns or whatever. Tenacity down can mess with you. There's a lot of different things that can derail Enfys Nest, but if you can mitigate those, a lot of times you can take like Watt, or you just load her up with a lot of tenacity, or just give her a bunch of extra health, because that's where all of her bonus protection is coming from anyways. One way or another, you can get around some of this stuff. And so, I'm going to show you these examples. Let's just jump into the video right this instant. So this is an example from my alternate account, my Professor X account, so lower relic levels all around, but still effective. We don't have datacrons. This doesn't rely on datacrons at all. And to be clear, guys, I am confident that this level Traya, this level Enfys, could take on a full Relic 9 version of this team. So this is in 3v3. I actually think this works okay at the very least. I think it works fine in 5v5 as well, in fact. I want to try it, but I think it does. So remember, Traya is supposed to die. They're taking damage when they attack out of turn, and Canderous is especially obnoxious there because he attacks 3 times every time Maul goes because they're Mauldalorians. And you can see Canderous's life just literally expiring before our eyes. Same with Bo-Katan, just a little bit slower. And then Maul, of course, doesn't assist, but if it's just Maul, it doesn't matter. You can see that the Nest's protection right now is probably at like approximately 20 billion. And yeah, so cool. Traya's even survived just because mostly we've evaded the ire of Maul, so we can pretend like Traya's gonna survive here. This is cool. Like let's pretend. Maybe Traya will survive this time. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome. Ooh, we even got isolate on Maul. This will totally work out for us, right? Totally. I'm confident that that'll work. Okay, except it didn't. Remember though, Nest is just taking all these hits like a champ because even though his damage is escalating, her protection pool is also escalating. And if it's just 1v1, she's just going to take him out. So, you know, that's -3 banners. Not too bad. Now, this is an example from a while ago. This is actually the one, I told you guys I made a video about this a while ago. I'm just using this example as well, just because I want to make sure that we're consistent here. And I want to show you guys one other version. So, note that as B1 assists, because they're all Separatists, and so every time a Separatist goes, B1 attacks out of turn. And then, of course, B1 is also healing people. So this could be a really tricky team to beat. Especially, keep in mind, like, did you see how fast Watt ducked out? This is actually from Professor X a long time ago. Not Professor X, but Prevail Man, I believe. So that Watt was like a 4-star Watt, I think. So we just have this, we have the shield tech so that she is dispelling all of the crazy debuffs. Otherwise, she would just sit there forever. And she might actually still live through at least B1 dying, which is kind of the objective. Like, I've done that before, too, of like, well, I'm not going to be able to take out anyone else, but at least if we do this Traya-Nest combo, Nest will live long enough for B1 to kill itself, and then we can just kind of, you know, like that old adage, like, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? We got rid of B1. Now we can maybe, the next time we go into this fight, if we need to multi-tap it, we could take out B2, or you know, or Magna Guard, or maybe none at all. Maybe we'll just get stuck. But one way or another, we're making progress here. And so, I mean, keep in mind too. Look at Dooku. He's at half health because he's attacking out of turn as well. Sometimes we can just keep that extortion on us. We may as well not invite them to do more damage because, remember, Dooku can also attack out of turn. Or he can attack out of turn, so that hurts him, but he also hits under protection, which is something you gotta really be careful about with Nest. And really, I mean, this is basically done and dusted, folks. Nothing too crazy. Now the B1 has killed itself. Like, I don't even know if Nest did any damage. You guys can check for yourselves, of course. But, yeah, I mean, it was basically over. Maybe Dooku will contrive to kill us. But, I mean, the power of this team is broken at this point. Yeah, look at that. Outside. So, Newt called Dooku to assist, which was an out-of-turn attack. And Dooku just has natural riposte, which means if he's attacking out of turn, he's attacking under protection. And so good we deleted him because that was getting a little dicey. And yeah, okay, killed Nest once, and we should just be good to go. Let's just see our final banner score, and then we could probably just let you go, folks. Whoa, that's from a different video. Okay. So, I thought this was fun. I know I've made a video about this before, and I don't know, maybe you guys wouldn't have even noticed if I didn't point it out to you, but just want to be upfront about these things. I want to make more of these kind of cool random synergies. If you guys know any, feel free to let me know in the comments. I don't know if I'll necessarily cover it, but I love this kind of thing, guys. I love to see random little synergies working together, and I'd love to showcase more of them to you. Let me know what your thoughts are in the video, or in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked it, or even if you didn't like it, but you do like me, that would also be appreciated. If you like the really bad puns, or if you hated the puns, guys, hit that thumbs up button. All right, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xerath will feel compelled to make puns about stupid things. That's just how it goes.